Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. 'Tis I, Captain Officer Steves, and today, chums, I'm back inside of No Man's Sky. I'm back inside of the expedition, and we're going to be doing Phase 2. This is going to be my best tips video, so I'm just going to give you little mini segments of the things that I either struggled with or the best tips I have for you. Okay, so let's jump. So, Phase 2. Right, so, just got to get to the second rendezvous timestamp. This time, it's just jumping into the ocean. Yeah, you don't actually have to reach a structure or anything. It's just a case of taking a dip in the ocean. I've got some footage for you, just to show you how I do. This is a little bit weird. So Rendezvous 2 looks like it's actually under the water. I mean, that's where it's saying the approximate location is. Looks like something might be built-icated just over here, though. I think somebody may have built a base or something here. Unsure. But there are islands in near proximity. Yeah, someone has built a base here. Now, my multiplayer is off, and yes, I'm still seeing bases. But if, like me, you can't land, it's not a problem. You can just get out of your seat, right? Heading over to here and press the red button. Press the red button, people. If it gives you the freaking option to. There you go. That should teleport us down. And we're there. Oh. I kind of expected there to be a building or something, but no, you just got to splash into the water. That's weird. And then you got to retrieve the log from Arcadia, pretty much the same as you did inside of Phase 1. Just a quick recap on how you go about doing that, because I did find it tedious in Phase 1. I found it a lot quicker, easier to do now that I've done it once. Right, now we're doing the salvaging. I figured I'd put this footage in here just to show that you've got to look for the other icon that flies out of these things. And it's not always that easy to spot, as it wasn't last time anyway. There it is, right there. So that's the thing I need. I'm just going to zap that quickly. You can zap it from distance. Well, you should be able to. Boom. I'm going to grab this. This is what you're really after, though. Oh, great. My inventory is full. Great. All right, let's just get rid of one of those. Boom. Lovely. Log of the fireship Arcadia. Going from bad to worse, can't wait to get home. Navigation distorted. Nothing but static. Warping, but just empty systems. Lost in some abandoned sector. Interesting. I wonder what the Arcadia fireship, wonder if that's got any connotation to it. Anyway, let's press on. There we are. Done. Lost in time. Getting a bit easier to do this, and I am liking these nebulas. They do look cool. I hope they bring this into the normal game. This one I actually popped by shooting asteroids in Phase 1 because I need a load of silver and gold, so I'd imagine you guys have already done this, but just shoot asteroids and you're going to pop that badge. Easy peasy. Deploy the Nautilin. Now, you do need quite a fair few resources to actually deploy the Nautilin, unless you do it this very sneaky way, I know. So, yeah, you've probably got loads of chromatic metal. You can probably make a base computer. That's all you need. Okay, now I can show you how. A base, and I can claim said base. Here we go. Chicka-pop out, chicka-bum-bum. It's just a little way away from my ship there, as you can see. But now I should be able to glitch in a Nautilin Bay without having the ability, you know, the items to do it. So let's just head on down here. You need to be by the water. I don't think you need to be in the water. Right, Nautilin Bay. Yeah, look, you need all of that stuff, and I haven't got all of that stuff. So if I just press triangle to go into wire mode, it'll tell you which buttons are different for your platform up there. And all you've got to do is press R2 and the toggle button at the wire toggle button at the same time. So on PlayStation, it's R2 and triangle at the same time. There you go. Done. I guess. Hopefully you don't want me to drive that Nautilin, because that's a little bit upside down. Okay, here we go. Boom. Oh, great. They do want me to drive my Nautilin. Righto. Well, the planet that I am on right now was the same planet that was the Rendezvous planet. This one here, inside of the second Rendezvous system discovered by Hello Games. It's an oceanous planet. There's like loads of bases here. Right, okay. Where's my Nautilin? It kind of put my Nautilin under the ground. It's okay. I can just call in a Nautilin right here. Why did it put it all the way down there? Alright, fine. Okay. Descent below 1001 U's. As long as you're doing it on the oceanic planet, there's lots of places on this planet that it goes that deep. And it is just a case of meandering down and trying to find your way. I found it fairly simple, but I found it a bit monotonous, especially getting back to the surface. Anyway, here's a little bit of footage.
Captain Steve, for Captain. Heck yeah. Why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much.
Okay, chums, now I just dove down as deep as I could inside the Nautilon to get below this 1,100 U's. I've now got to go all the way back to my ship, which is freaking miles away. Okay, now this probably was the most tedious milestone to date well, I say to date, there's been worse ones, let's face it, but this one was tedious nonetheless. Collecting 5 glass shards, the reason it was tedious is because you would scan the actual glass, get it locked in, then lose sight of your Nautilon, call back in your Nautilon, which would magnetize to the bottom of the seabed even though you wanted it right in front of you, just however it fancied. Then when you get in the Nautilon and you spin round, you can't for love nor money find the thing that you're freaking locked onto to get your sea glass. It was just really fiddly. Yeah, anyway, so that's one for collecting sea glass. I mean, if I just jump out of my Nautilon, I believe these might be... Oh no, that's not sea glass, is it? Is that sea glass? That's sea glass. Okay, hold on, it's locked onto sea glass apparently. There's some there. Okay, back in the Nautilon. So jump out your Nautilon, locate sea glass, and then use your Nautilon to get to the sea glass. Here we go. And swimmity. I don't actually see the sea glass. Oh, here we go. And you harvest it using square. There you go. Lock on to the next one, and it's just rinse and repeat time, people. Rinse and repeat time. Be very careful that you don't lose your hazard protection. Not your hazard protection, but your life support. Your life support goes down even when you're inside your Nautilon. If you lose sight of your Nautilon, you can just call in another Nautilon. Just by going like that. There it is, down there. Right, I'm going to lock in another sea glass. Get in my Nautilon, now and away we go. You see your life support when you're out of your Nautilon. And there we go. And it doesn't automatically jump to it when it's run out. So I found this to be harder than it needed to be, but only because it's very easy to lose sight of your exocraft. And when you do call in your exocraft, although it shows that it's going to put it right in front of you, every now and again, for no reason, it just slaps it at the bottom of the bloody ocean. And it's really annoying. Anyway, back to ship. Lastly, scanning a large underwater aquatic creature. It says gentle giant. I scanned a freaking seahorse. It was like the size of maybe my torso. And it weighed 10 kilograms. Go figure. It was a freaking heavy seahorse. Yeah, weighed 50 kilograms, Marlon. So yeah, scan the seahorses would be my advice on that one. Oh, I've got some footage. Okay, chums, pretty much any sea creature's going to count for 10 kilograms, I think. But the one that I scanned were these guys, these little seahorses. You wouldn't think they were 10 kilograms by looking at them, would you? But yeah, that done it for me. That was my 10 kilogram creature. Oh dear. Discoveries, let's just have a look how big they actually were. They're actually 50 kilograms. 50 kilograms for seahorses. Yeah. Well, that's done. I guess back to the Corvette. And there we go. That's pretty much the whole of this phase done. So I can click that. We're going to get given the Aeron Starship Trail plans. Heck yes! Well, there we go, people. That's all of phase 2 done and dusted. And that was pretty darn straightforward. Now, what I must point out is I've got loads and loads of parts inside of my roster now. I'm going to squirrel a lot of these away. Next time I'm in the station, I'm just going to put them in the cache if needs be. It's nice that you get to keep the log of the Arcadia as well. Right, well, next time I'll be doing phase 3, people in the Viewerverse, so hopefully I'll see you guys for that. Until then, goodbye, and goodbye again.